Hello everyone, welcome to Onyx Earth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. Today's pick a card reading is going to be about who you will marry. Okay, now we've dug really deep into the details because I did this reading already. So we're gonna look at not only who you'll marry, but we'll see how you two will meet, the energy surrounding the connection. In some piles we kind of saw some things that maybe this person does for work where it was relevant to how you two meet, and we also see the energy surrounding the initiation of your relationship, engagement, and or marriage. Okay, so we also look at where you will go as a couple. I don't have any emphasis on how this person will look because this is a general reading and there's so many different types of people that will see this. It's just, I don't find it beneficial to try to list out physical traits that I see. I'm more concerned about the energy of the person, the foundation of the relationship, and like situations surrounding the relationship, right? That's what I focus on for this reading. So like I said, we'll get into all of those details. And as always, this is a timeless reading. So whenever you stumble upon it, it should be relevant in your life if it's for you, okay? So let's get into it. We've got pile 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. I'll give you a moment to meditate on your pile. If you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile 1, who will you marry? So I have a lot of messages coming in, but just a general energy that you either are in currently or you will be at the time this person is going to come in. I feel like you're going to be very done with the drama. Like you'll have been through something, looks like a relationship you may still be in or healing from. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be anything, but just a strong energy. And I'll develop that if it comes into this energy of who you will marry. But stiff energy on your part when this person comes in. So I see some really specific messages and situations. So let me just dive into it and take what resonates as it comes. So the scenarios I'm about to give you are either professions that your person could be involved in or situations, events where you'll meet them. And I'll go into detail, just bear with me. Very strong performance arts vibes, okay? So the loudest one is theater. So anything related to that, okay? I'm hearing, like I said, it doesn't have to be something that they do. It could just be where you'll meet or where you'll end up engaged, right? So, because this, I feel like all of these will be very relevant settings for everyone in this pile in some shape or form. Like you meet at the theater or at the movies or a party, right? I have strong actor vibes, okay? So for some of you, this is your person because you have the shapeshifter, the creator, a mask on the exchanging gifts card. That ballerina is wearing a mask. And then you have the masks on the all that glitters card, right? So this could also be a person that shifts other people, costumes, stylists, makeup, hair, you know, or just any painter. It could be a general painter, artist of the sort, right? Especially with that paintbrush on the creator card. Okay, so I'm also hearing, just far out of left field, a publicist. That could be relevant. The feet in the threshold card with that ballerina and exchanging gifts, lets me know that this could be like a dancer, okay, like a ballerina, like someone that works in the show business, that works in the theater. So again, very specific messages. It could be what this person does or a setting where you will be, right? So yeah, so like I said, not just where you will be when you meet them, but it could be your first date or where your engagement happens. Again, this is general, and however many people will watch this, it will be various situations for all of you. Just common themes here I'm trying to put together because a lot of them are coming in. All right, speaking of settings though, there's a very strong masquerade costume energy, like masquerade ball type energy. So you could meet or get engaged at a place in costume, likely a holiday, any holiday. I'm seeing, like a masquerade party, Halloween, could be Halloween. I'm from Louisiana, so definitely strong Mardi Gras, carnival, ball tees, okay? I see Christmas with with that exchanging gifts and with all of the masks, so oh, hold on. Oh, this is specific, but still interesting. So with that exchanging gifts card and that all that glitters card, like I'm getting a strong presents like gifts vibe, and then you have the masks on there. So I see it could very well be a Christmas party where there's a secret Santa situation happening. Like this person could be your secret Santa, or you could be this person's secret Santa. So I see that for some of you. But again, the overall theme for this pile is strong social gatherings, festive holiday party energy. Okay, most of you will meet the person you're supposed to marry in this setting, but a lot of you will get engaged in this energy, but it will be very public, very flashy. With that exchanging gifts card and that all that glitters, I also see like a very, very nice, expensive looking ring. Okay, so very nice proposal, very nice, flashy ring if that's what you're into. Okay, regardless of whether or not you're into that, that may be a situation you need to discuss with your person as it happens, because very flashy ring I see here. So one of you wants the flashy ring regardless of how the other feels. Again, take it as it resonates. So, and I say this because I do believe it'll be this person that wants the flashy ring. Like, not necessarily, like, if we're talking about, like, if you're female asking, about a masculine energy, or, then that person's going to want to buy a very expensive ring. Like the masculine energy. The person that will be doing the proposing will want to buy an expensive ring, regardless of how the person getting proposed to feels. Like if you're a simple person, you just want a simple ring, you're not getting that. Sorry. That's funny. So, and I say that because that's just how this person is. Very flashy, very public. They love public displays. They like to be seen. Okay? Which is interesting because I'm picking up on some other energy of them not really liking parties and such either. But for whatever reason, they do like to be seen. But again, with those, don't be nervous if you're private, because for the most part, this person is, like, I see that they keep their true business to themselves. Like all of the private details of their lives, they show what they want to show. So none of the intimate details they want to share, but they do love to brag. Okay, so back to this gathering, because I'm getting very strong gathering vibes. Like for whatever reason, I don't know how the other piles will end up, but pile 1, Spirit really wants you to know the setting in which you will meet this person or get engaged. And I feel like it's relevant because the personality type I'm picking up from you need to know this so that you don't self-sabotage. And I'll get into that later. Back to the gathering. So with the Devil card and all of these cups, right? strong drinking vibes, like lots of alcohol at this gathering. That's why I'm getting strong Mardi Gras ball, Halloween masquerade party, Christmas party. People dress up at Christmas parties and do the Secret Santa thing, like strong holiday party vibes. Okay, so lots of drinking. With that Nine of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, and the Devil, either you or this person will be at this event as a stick in the mud. Like, you probably don't like parties, or this person doesn't like parties. It could be either way. I feel like for some of you, it is this person. For a lot of you, it is you. So, you know, you avoid parties at all costs, but this is the party you're going to go to. This is the one, this is the event you need to be at. I have a feeling that, you know, sometimes you hear a lot of people say, you want to find a partner, but like you don't socialize in any way. So how are you going to meet someone? I feel like that's you. I feel like that's you. For whatever reason, I feel like that's you. So again, this is a person that's a stick in the mud, right? Doesn't like parties. With that Five of Cups and the threshold, because the threshold is a door. This is a person that is counting down the seconds, ready to leave, okay? Yeah, I definitely see someone watching the door here. Like that threshold, like that's someone watching the door. If it's you, don't be that way. Don't be that way. Because you're watching this reading because you're interested to see who you're gonna marry and all of those things. But like, don't be that way. And even if you try to be that way, things will shift and force you to not be able to be that way for whatever reason. So just try to have fun sometimes. I'm seeing something related to a drink being spilled with all of these cups. Okay, look at how they're partying in the Three of Cups, and they're not really concerned about how they're holding the cup. Like a group of people not concerned about the way they're tilting their cups. You have the Five of Cups, which has spilled cups, and then you have the Ace of Cups, which is just a cup, right? Like someone might offer to buy you a drink. I heard that randomly. Or you may offer to buy someone a drink. You know, if you're the stick in the mud, the person may very well offer you a drink to loosen you up. I could see that happening. But those of you whose person is the dry, stiff one, I could see you spilling a drink on them. And they'll use it to break the ice, right? Because this is a person that probably doesn't approach people, and they probably wouldn't have approached you even though they recognized that you were attractive and that they would have been interested in getting to know you. They would have left without ever talking to you. But because you threw that drink on them, whether it was intentional or not saying you will, but there's a drink being spilled. I don't know how. Okay. And they're going to be like, oh, you know, you can make it up to me by giving me your number. That's the exchange of gifts card, right? That's what's happening right there. You know, it's like, okay, you spilled this drink on me. Hi, you embarrassed me in front of people. This personality type is not embarrassed, but they're going to use that to break the ice and say, well, you know, go ahead and give me your number to make it up to me. If they're the stiff one, right? You being the stiff one, like I said originally, they'll probably offer you a drink. Someone will offer you a drink. Ooh, very strong energy coming in that wasn't there initially because I was trying to make this point. But that's okay, because this is relevant. So I see those of you that are very stiff. I could see there being a person, right, that probably had been watching you the whole party or watching you for a while. And because the person that we're talking about is real stiff and a stick in the mud, they were watching this person too, because they're not drinking or anything like that. They're probably nursing that one glass bottle from the beginning of the night. They see that person watching you because they were watching you too. This person, I don't want to say this person is a danger. They're probably just drunk and get crazy when they're drinking and partying. And they walk over to you, try to offer you a drink. And you're like, no, I'm good. I don't want it. I have what I'm drinking. I don't take drinks from strangers. Anyway, that kind of energy, because I feel your personality really coming through strongly, pile number one. So you have a very strong personality. Like you're very actively rejecting this drink. You just don't want it from this person for whatever reason. They have strong devil vibes. You don't want it. This person that you're going to marry comes over to intervene like, hey, we don't want any problems. This person doesn't want the drink. Take the drink, go away. That kind of energy. Very strong go away vibes, and basically rescuing you from this person that's very persistent, that you have no interest in, and that breaks the ice. So that wasn't there originally, but now it came through. So those of you still part of that group where you're very stiff, right? I see, because you're stiff, you're probably just in the way. I hate to say it, but like, not saying people can't go to parties and just not be wild, because I'm not even that type. I'm not judging you for that. It's just, for whatever, maybe you try to move through the crowd, whatever reason, people are loose, drunk, and you're not, and you're just kind of in the way. So I could see something happening with all of these spilled drinks, because I feel like some of these spilled drinks are hitting the floor in this scenario, where you slip, or someone throws a drink on you accidentally, because everyone's wasted but you and or this person, right? When that happens, this person that you're going to marry will walk over and help you a little bit. Like, they may pick you up off the floor, they may catch you, they may help you clean yourself up, they might check on you after this, offer to buy you a drink. They'll get involved in some way if you have this accident at this large public gathering, right? And because I don't see this person being the one to throw the drink on you or tripping you. I don't. If anything, they may be pushing you in some way or something, but I just don't see this person spilling drinks at all. So once they check on you and you're like, oh, thank you so much for looking out for me, that was so nice of you, then they'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, you can make it up to me by giving me your number. That kind of thing, right? So that's what I see in terms of meeting, because very strong introductive vibes, which makes sense, because I'm going to be honest with you, Power One. I don't know if you were hoping to have a specific person, but for most of you, if not all, that threshold is a new beginning, right? And then you also have the Ace of Cups and the Creator, which is making something new. Strong new beginning vibes. So this is a completely new person that you have no idea who it will be, because you've never met them before. Even if like you've seen them on through mutual friends on social media, you probably have no idea that this is going to be the person you end up marrying, because this is fresh, completely new beginning vibes. Okay, now let's talk about this person a little bit, because wow, you have really strong introduction vibes. But I think it's because you have that very stiff, not budgeting, maybe you need to be a little bit better with money. Okay, the fact that I said budget, be a little bit better with money. That's a message that Spirit wants you to have. Yeah, do that. Keep your finances in order, Power One. But you're the type to not budge when it comes to what you want to do. And I don't feel like you're very social, or that you don't like to be social in that event drinking party way, but just be open, because I see that for you. All right. Now, with this person, I see that they're very serious. They're very serious, especially about their work, whatever it is that they do. And I see that they either travel a lot for their job, or they just travel for leisure. Either or, they travel. And I see you thinking that this whole situation with this person is too good to be true. Like you didn't believe that you would end up with a person like this, right? Especially with that devil and the all that glitters card. It's like you're thinking this is not real. There is no way, because I do see exchanging gifts. Like, this is a very generous person. Like, this person really gives you a lot of attention, right? They give you a lot of attention. They give you a lot of energy. They send you a lot of nice things. Even though they are slow moving in a relationship, we'll talk about that. But I just see you talking yourself out of the situation, like there's no way this is real. Like, this person must be a liar, shapeshifter. I must not be seeing it as it is. And don't do that, because again, that's not true. So Spirit says to calm down with that peace card, because it's not too good to be true, and to accept this new love that is the Ace of Cups. Because again, a lot of, or all of you, this is a completely new situation. That's why there's that trust issue at the beginning where you're doubting it because you don't know this person. You're trying to get to know this person. So again, that whole stuck in your ways, you don't really want to deal with people that you don't know. You have to deal with this person that you don't know. Think of it this way. If you've been dating all of the people you know and like it never worked out, so who are you going to date next? You're going to go back to those people that it already didn't work out with? Because usually that doesn't work. Sometimes people reconnect and they're different people at that point and it works, but you have to be open to dating new people, pile one. Because this person that you're going to marry, I see, is completely new and probably totally different from what you thought you would date. In a good way though, not in a I feel like in the past you've been settling. Like currently now, because we're talking about who you will marry, I think this is a future energy for you. Right now you're settling and you don't have to do that, okay? So this person, right, is a very slow moving energy with that Knight of Pentacles. And I feel like I know why, but they're going to take their time to get to know you. They're very controlled and they want to build a real relationship with you, a stable foundation. They want to gain your trust. Okay, so don't let your pessimism ruin this for you. So with that 3 of Cups, that 5 of Cups, and the Devil, I see a lot of you being stuck on or obsessing over someone else, okay, at this time this person comes in. So that's why they're moving slow. That's why Spirit wants to give you a very thorough description or scenario of how you could possibly meet this person so that you don't let it pass you by. Right? Because free will, you can do whatever you want, right? Like I can give you this reading now and it can change your whole course of how you live and none of this can happen, right? Because you can do whatever you want. Now, at the time this person comes in again, you'll be obsessing over someone else. And try to work through that because there's strong third party vibes there that could cause the conflict. That's, like I said, that's probably why this person is going to move so slowly in terms of building the relationship, to give you time to release that past energy. Okay. And for some of you, it's not even just a past person. Like you're over the person, but you're mourning who you used to be. Like, you know, there was a certain way you thought you would be living your life and, you know, you have to let that go for the sake of moving into the future. Like something you're stuck on from the past that's in the way of the connection. So I don't know what that third party situation is. Again, it doesn't have to be a person. It doesn't. There's just something that's holding you in the past that you're stuck on to the point where you're not even worried about what is taking away from the effort you put into this connection with this person that this reading says you're going to marry, right? So keep in mind all of those things I said. Take what resonates from this. You know, there were a lot of situations and scenarios here. So lots. This is a very long pile because there's so much going on for you. Okay. So I hope this resonated. If it did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, pile 2. So who will you marry? I'm seeing strong spiritual but also career vibes, and it could be a mix or either of the distinct energies. Okay, so I'm gonna go over the things that I see like I did with pile 1, and again, these could be professions that this person has or that you have, or it could just be situations in which you meet or how you come together, right? Related energy surrounding these things. So immediately I have very strong doctor, nurse, healer, counselor, therapist energy. Okay, this could also be chemist, a pharmacist, chef, very strong healing, mixing medicine energy. Okay, and really religious vibes as well. So this could be a priest, a pastor, reverend, any spiritual leader, right, of any religious or cultural background. Okay, or this could be relevant to how you two meet or get engaged, right? I just see a strong building of a congregation of some sort with that 3 of Pentacles and a Hierophant, or starting a business, right? So this is a very spiritual person you're going to marry regardless, and a leader of some sort of group or team, all right? You are likely to meet in a setting where you or the both of you are seeking clarity in some way. That's a very general statement because it could be church, spiritual retreat, professional institution, educational institution, anything that fits with that. Okay. And this will be a bond that the two of you share with your faith and healing and growth, just in general, of whatever it is, career, finance, right? Together. So a small few of you will be seeking clarity from this person or vice versa related to those themes. But most of you will be on the same journey, whether it's spiritual, career, finance, just whatever journey it is, seeking that same knowledge, wisdom, and healing. Okay. And you'll both likely be at a crossroads with that Two of Swords. Okay. Now, this is a specific energy, and I feel like it could be relevant to every group here. And hopefully by the end, that'll make sense. I see lots of nature. Okay. Lots of green in that Three of Pentacles card, the cave and Treasure Island. So, you know, it could be related to caves and island, you know, where you meet, where you get married, where you're going to go, just things like that. Okay. And working on yourself. Okay. But I see strong institutional structure here with that Judge and the Hierophant card. So some of you, while this connection is deeply spiritual and or a religious connection that you two have, you won't meet in that setting. Okay. With that Ace of Swords, that Three of Pentacles again, the Hierophant, Magician, and Fool, along with lots of other cards, you'll meet at some higher education to grow your skills. Okay. I'm hearing a certification or degree that will take you to the next level in your career. All right. Like some type of training that you need. And I'm hearing that for some of you, not having whatever this skill, trade, certification, degree is, it really stalled your progress professionally. Like it stunted you. Okay. And I see a lot of you will meet this person. Outside of that, a lot of you will meet this person at a conference for professionals, like industry leaders, right? People that, you know, want to be developed by these industry leaders or something relating to that. Okay. So very specific. A few of you will have to deal with a company merger where your jobs will cross and have to work with this other person's job. Like you'll meet the person you're supposed to marry when your companies merge and you have to cooperate together. Okay. And regardless of which group you fall in professionally, or even if you fall into those spiritual groups, I see you and this person eventually branching out and starting your own business or practice of some sort together. Okay. So, and I also see it being very lucrative for the two of you with Treasure Island. Okay. Very lucrative. I'm hearing that this connection will be the light at the end of the tunnel for you. So the light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know how that will resonate for you, but it's a very specific message for you. And I see that with that Ace of Swords in the cave. So however that means. Oh, and also the healer and the nectar, like very healing, nurturing, finally having what I need energy, right? Lots of synchronicities between the two of you when you meet this person, or when you and this person are supposed to come together. Because I feel for some of you, you may know this person or of this person, you're just not close at the moment. Like you don't realize you have anything in common, right? You're probably walking past your husband or wife every single day and don't realize that. I feel a lot of you are. Every single day you're walking past this person. But again, you wouldn't recognize one another because I feel like you're not you're not the version of yourselves that will marry, right? Like you 2 years ago isn't you today. So the person you're meant to marry isn't that person yet, and vice versa. So that's why you're walking past one another without recognizing each other. For some of you, not all of you. Okay, that's a message. So, but that being said, there's lots of synchronicities between the two of you leading up to you getting together, because I don't think, again, initially you know or are even interested, in one another. Okay? So you'll keep running into each other, being pushed together by some way, like people will keep mentioning you, or like you'll be forced in situations together by the universe so that you can wake up and see that clarity, right? And understanding. You have higher power, deep knowing. You have that Ace of Swords. That's understanding, clarity, right? So on beginning that journey together, which is the Fool, because this is a very beautiful spiritual journey you two will have together, because that's the overall purpose of you two coming together, is the growth and to grow and develop together, right? I'm hearing that this person is your key to the treasure. So whatever it is you've been chasing, whatever hasn't worked out. Now, I'm not talking about things you're chasing that aren't for you, but it's something in your spirit that you know is for you, something in your spirit you know you want to do, but you just can't for the life of you get it together and make it happen. This person is your key to that treasure. There's a key on the Hierophant card, and there is an open chest on the treasure card. So you're going to be able to unlock whatever that is, okay, once this person comes into your life. Because I'm seeing that all of the delays, or perceived delays, because you are not being delayed. I need to let you know that right now. Stop perceiving things that don't go as you plan to as delays, because I'm telling you, you are right on path, right on purpose. You have very spiritual cards coming out of this pile. You are being led accordingly. It may not feel like it right now, pile 2, but you are definitely on path, on purpose. You might be trying to move a little too quickly and you're not ready yet, and that's why spirit is stalling right now, because there's some growth you need to do. There's something you need to consider or something like that, but you're on purpose, you're on path. Okay, so again, all of the delays you've experienced or perceived delays, especially related to your career, were to prepare you for and lead you to this connection, which will be very successful and lucrative for you. Not saying you're waiting for a man or a woman to come save you. That's not what I'm saying at all, because I see you two being a balanced, very mutually beneficial union. You two are supposed to grow together and build together. So like if you haven't been growing in your career, it's because you and this person are going to be at the same point when you meet, and you're going to step out and do your own thing, okay? So again, this was to prepare you for and to lead you to this connection, okay? And I see a lot of you getting engaged and or married in private or secret, okay? I see some travel. Again, that island, those caves. So maybe you'll, those of you that met in a professional setting, you'll travel and that's where you'll be engaged on that trip to that island, dealing with caves in an island, like an ocean. Okay, I see that. Or, well, no, not or. Most of you are going to have a formal ceremony. So even if you travel to an island and you secretly get married, it's going to be a very formal situation, okay? I see very formal structural vibes from your wedding and how you get married and your whole view on marriage, okay? So when you two get married, it's because you're sure, because you two have very strong commitment. We are going to get married and stay married vibes, okay? So a lot of you will have a formal wedding, if not all of you, but still extremely personal. Like it won't be this huge public wedding. It'll be your close friends, close family, if you don't sneak off and get hitched on some island. In whatever church, temple, or place of relationship, relationship with spirit or God, place of worship you two belong to. So whatever church, temple, place of worship you two belong to, that's where you're likely to get married if you don't run off and get hitched on some island, okay? Because that's what I see for you, pile number 2. So please take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but this is what I see for who you're going to marry and how. Like I didn't really get many details on your person outside of them being, I will say this is a very professional, stable, religious person. And by religious, I don't necessarily just mean spiritually religious. I mean just religious in their routines, religious in the way they approach things, okay? Person that you're going to marry. I won't say that they're not a free spirit, because they definitely can be, but they value structure, which is why I see you having a very formal ceremony if you two don't get hitched. And even if you do have like a destination wedding, a small destination wedding, it's still going to be very structured and very, I don't want to use the word traditional, but that's the word I heard. Okay. So not very descriptive on the who, but very much so the how and the outcome, right? And I do believe that's more important. So that's all I have for you, pile number 2. If this resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, pile 3, who will you marry? All right, so there's a few groups that I see, but the overall message will be similar, and I have some very specific examples. So again, take what resonates. So I'm getting strong X vibes, and I feel like I'm getting strong X vibes because those of you who, even though it isn't an X, just that energy is very similar. Don't get scared. Don't run away. It's going to end well, I promise. So, okay, because I really am. I'm getting strong X vibes. So even if it's not, the engagement and or the marriage will come once you thought it was over, in some, like there was some drama that makes you think you have to end the relationship or not start one with this person, because it can be a new person. Some of you, it's an old person you've already dealt with. Some of you, when the time comes to get married, it will have been a person you briefly dealt with or did in some way. And others of you, it'll be a completely new person, but they rubbed you the wrong way initially, and that's why you're going to be surprised in some way. Like today's version of you will be surprised as to who that person will be, or the version of you before you get married will be surprised as to who this person will be. Okay, so just bear with me, okay? Because some of you will have or have had, either initially or at some point after getting to know this person, zero interest in being with them romantically, okay? But they will win you over in the end. I'm not saying that this isn't your type or whatever. Like, I don't have many physical things. I do believe, obviously, you're going to marry this person, so you will be attractive to them. But the reasons that you have no interest in this person have nothing to do with, oh, they just don't look like your type. I feel like they will be at first glance your type. Like, you'll think they're attractive, like they'll have the things going for them in their life that you perceive your partner to have. It's just they're going to rub you the wrong way, and I'm going to go into details. So, because yes, they will win you over in the end, and there's very strong persistent energy. Like, you've got a page, you've got 2 Knight of Swords, which I'll go back to, the Chariot, the Offering, Message in a Bottle, Building Blocks, very persistent energy. Okay, so this person will not go away, and that's, you know, a key as to who this will be when the time comes. So back to those 2 Knights of Swords, because you do have 2, the Son of Swords and then the Knight of Swords in tarot. This is a very smart but not quite tactful person. Okay, they rarely think before they speak and are often underdeveloped in how they structure their words. So regardless of which group you fall in, if it's a new person that rubbed you the wrong way initially, an ex, or someone you kind of, whatever group you fall in, however that happens, right? This person will definitely, okay, they definitely will offend you in some way. Like, they will have crossed a line verbally with you, whether it's speaking or in writing. They're going to say something very offensive towards you. And especially with that Message in a Bottle, okay? And with it being surrounded by building blocks and no place like home, and then we have the 10 of Pentacles down there, it's definitely something they're going to say related to your upbringing, your past, your culture, and or your family. All right. So you can see where I'm going with this. Now, at that point, you're like, nah, F this. I'm through. Tap me out. You want nothing to do with them, and you mean it, okay? With that Four of Cups, with that unseen, you completely remove them from your life and mind, okay? But here's what's happening. That Seven of Cups, right? You have the Seven of Cups next to that Knight of Swords, all the way, that Son of Swords in that deck, all the way at the bottom right. This person cannot stop thinking about you. They can't get you out of their mind. They feel the opposite. They're thinking about all of the things that they could have said instead of how they said what they said. And it really bothers them because I feel like this person didn't mean it that way. And even if they did, it was because they were ignorant and didn't understand what they were talking about, right? So, like I said, it's hilarious because with that unseen card, I definitely don't think you see this marriage coming. Like in that moment, as this is all unfolding, you're like, there is no way I'm never going to be bothered with this person, okay? Like you'll look back on your life, on your like 10-year anniversary and be like, I can't believe I ended up with you. Like you might say that to him, like, I cannot believe I ended up with you. I hated you. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here, okay? But they'll be very persistent. And I see that even if it takes time, they will take time. With that Ten of Pentacles, they don't mind building a foundation. With that building box card, they don't mind building a foundation, regaining your trust and everything that they need to do because they know they messed up, okay? Like I even see, because of how persistent they will be, because I mean, that's Knight of Swords energy. I see you blocking them at some point on social media. With that unseen, that Four of Cups, and that building block card, and definitely with that being side by side with the message at the bottom, like you're probably going to block this person, okay, on social media at some point. Now that's not going to stop them, obviously, but just know that blocking them will not be the last straw. If anything, is going to make them pursue you harder, because you have two Knights of Swords, and you also have the Chariot and the Page of Cups continuously pursuing you romantically, is what I see with those two cards. With that Chariot and the Page of Cups, that's what I see, them continuously pursuing you romantically. And pay attention to that Page of Cups, because this is your romantic offering card, and above it you have the offering card. So this person is going to pursue you and make you multiple offers until you say yes. Heavy energy of pursuit, okay? Now, they really want to correct things with you, and I see you rejecting this person multiple times, okay? Obviously, since this is who you're going to marry, there will be some resolution in this conflict, but the regeneration card shows that you'll have a fresh start, and you'll realize how compatible you are with the bridge and the Six of Pentacles. It'll work out, and you'll be willing to meet in the middle at a halfway point with any conflicts. And I see this situation being the foundation of that in your relationship. So you'll rarely have any drama, because you will be able to meet halfway on arguments and conflicts. And I think it is this initial clash that will help you establish that foundation for conflict resolution in your religion. Ooh, maybe it's related to religion. Conflict resolution in your relationship is what I meant. So like this will be the foundation of your relationship. How you deal with conflict, you'll be able to talk it out a little bit better, because this person is just very underdeveloped, and I see them maturing with time, and they won't say so many stupid things to people. So yeah, that's just with time, okay? And that's why the relationship is so strong, and I feel like that's also why the whole energy of that is so strong here. With that no place like home and Ten of Pentacles, I do see you two eventually having a very stable, peaceful home situation, okay? That's the end game. Like when you two are married, it's going to be a very peaceful situation. Honestly, I see the entire relationship, once we get past this hiccup, as I'll call it. I don't consider it a hiccup. I find it very a very big deal that, you know, this person's going to insult you for something that you consider something you consider to be a very core aspect of you, that's very offensive, and you are right to not want anything to do with them. But again, it's going to turn around, and I'll get into the details. So home is a very key theme here. All right. And this person is going to make it right. And in a very genuine way, not just showboaty, because I do see some showboatiness here, like some let me show you, prove to you and the world that I'm not a bigot or whatever it is. This person's going to offend you in some way, you and your entire group, whatever this group you affiliate yourself with, or energy, like I said. Let me get some specific messages through. So some of you are going to renovate an old house together. Okay? With that 10 of Pentacles, building blocks, regeneration. And that no place like home, there's an actual house on that card as well. So some of you are going to renovate an old house together. That's relevant because I feel like it's going to be it's going to have great meaning and importance to you and your relationship, the two of you. Okay, for some of you, I see that it's your childhood home or an old family home of some sort, right? Like something from the past that means something to you and your family. Some of you, this house is in your old neighborhood or a neighborhood of cultural significance, okay? Whatever that means. I feel very strongly that this is going to be related to the thing they insulted you about, okay? And I see a lot of you are going to open this person up to a lot of things they had previously been ignorant or just blind to. I'm strongly feeling like you come from a marginalized or oppressed group, Pile 3. Okay, anything that some people may look down on you for, it doesn't have to be race, religion, or sexuality, even though it could be, okay? It doesn't have to be any of those. It could be anything, no matter how small. But whatever this is, you'll be awakening this person to this, okay? I see a lots of charity work and philanthropy related to this, okay? The building of and assisting organizations and communities affected. So this person will actively do these things to not only get your attention in the courting process, but once you're together, I'm seeing them take the lead on this. They are actively pursuing these things because they want to make amends and prove to you that they're serious about you, and to show you that they either didn't mean what they said or fully understand the implications of what it was that they said when they misspoke or mismessaged or misliked a comment or post. Okay? So I see you getting engaged at home with close friends and family. And by at home, it could be the family house. It could be just your old neighborhood or city, just anything, any place of personal or cultural significance, okay? Any place that could be considered home like that. Very specifically, because you have the bridge card, I see a lot of you getting engaged on a bridge or taking engagement or wedding photos on a bridge. I see a very public social media post about how this bridge specifically means, what it symbolizes to you and your partner in this relationship, and the work you do surrounding your background or your home, whatever that energy is I'm picking up on, okay? So most of you, I see this person stepping into your world and culture, okay? So expect the engagement process all the way through the wedding to be reflective of that. All right? So that's how I see things happening for you, Pile 3, in terms of who you'll marry and how. Okay? So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay? So if it did resonate, please like, comment, and subscribe. Okay? Thanks for watching.